All I got to say is welcome to Muscle Island. It's about to be awesome. I can't wait to show y'all what we get.
Today's the day. I've been looking forward to this. Today's June 9th. I've been looking forward to this for months now. Met Cory through social media. We started following each other, and next thing you know, he reached out. He bought an island in the center of Ohio, and you've just got this amazing setup. And I'm excited to just peel back the layers of how this island even came about. But he reached out and was like, hey, this would be the perfect setup for a SISU. Us being obviously from Ohio, and to be able to get an Edwin barrel, our OG barrel sauna, to Cory for this is a dream. So we just loaded up the sauna behind us on the barge. It was actually a super cool process. So they had the crane strap it around in between the cradles, and they lift it up and onto the barge. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest.
Let's go. I walk in the marina and go, I just bought an island on Zillow. Yeah. I need a home. I don't know how to drive a boat. Yeah. I don't know, I don't know what to do.
Everything you have with it is a story, you know?
Unbelievable. I mean,
you can't beat that.
Flooded multiple times. I mean, there was so many times my wife was like, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Obviously you're local, but the real locals here, were they kind of pissed that somebody bought it?
Yeah, I think, well, the lady that owned it bought it in '92, and it's just been sitting on it forever and never did anything. And I think when I came in, like a whirlwind, they're like, who's this dude that's on social media that is some bodybuilder? That's what, oh, you're the bodybuilder that bought the island.
Yeah. A little bit about your history then. So you grew up in Ohio, in Steubenville, you said?
Yeah, I'm from the Ohio Valley, Cadiz, Amsterdam, that whole area, which is 20 minutes from Steubenville. Yep.
Yeah. And then you played sports growing up, the whole works. But then you got, along the way, you probably fell in love with fitness.
I did my first powerlifting meet when I was 17. Okay. Dustin and I actually did a bench meet, and I got hooked. And I was like, wait, you can actually do this as a competition? You know, there's no internet then. This is 1997, bro.
Oh, so, for sure, yeah.
You know, and then I just had this idea of I'm a 4th generation coal miner. I was getting ready to get a job in the coal mine to save money to kind of move up here. And I was like, well, if I can save this money, do what my family did, but then go get a chance to try to do this fictitious job I've never met anybody that does, called personal training.
Yeah, crazy small world. You probably don't remember this. So I went to the University of Akron back in the day, and I took a strength and conditioning class. Okay. And I think one of your buddies taught the class.
Oh, really?
And then you called in on the class.
That's amazing.
And I remember being like, this is the OG. I can't wait to just soak up whatever this guy's gonna.
That's cool.
So I think we were doing whatever the pre-Zoom was. This was 2015 maybe.
That's cool.
And that's when I got introduced to you.
That was right during the squat every day portion.
Yes.
Yeah. That's funny.
You're still after it, man. And it's sweet. Right now you're on this streak of you're doing a mile of lunges.
Look, I just think I'm always working for a chance at it. Yeah. A chance for separation, a chance for when the lights shine on that I'll show up. And this is the way that I think going, when I first did 800 meters a day, I did 530 days at 800 meters a day. And it's not an easy decision.
Right.
But you can also get to a point where it gets kind of normal, right? And so I had a few injuries from powerlifting and a couple other things, and now I'm feeling good again. And I was I did 7 days of 200, 7 days of 400, 42 days of 800. And then I was I went and saw Nick Lavery speak at Sornex, and I was like, this motherfucker is doing all this crazy stuff. He ain't even got both legs.
Right.
I'm I got one leg that hurts, but fuck it. I came back, lunged a mile, and I was could I do a week, 30 days, 50 days, 100 days?
Yeah.
Today was day 5. I did it in 57:38, which is, is okay. I'll probably get it, creep it down to where it maybe take me 45 minutes, but it was an hour and 7 minutes yesterday.
I think the reality is everybody has excuses to not do something, right? And us included.
Yes.
But it's just as hard every single day to start it. But you just do it.
It is not an easy decision, and that's what I love about it, because it's an hour of lunges, man.
Right.
I started lunging every day because I don't have a labrum in this hip. I squatted 740 and ripped it. And so 6 months was kind of messing around, and I kind of came up with that. All of a sudden, it kind of kept everything together. It elongated my career. I started squatting every day after that, actually. So it kind of gave me...
Which is counterintuitive to what the typical PT, typical chiro, typical doctor would say. It's you should not squat ever again. You're perfect. I'm gonna 7X this. I'm gonna squat every single day.
I heard it in like 11, and I started the squat every day, like in 12 or 13. I squatted every day for 3 years.
Wow.
And then I ended up making 550 raw, 700 in suit, always drug free. Like, so I had some really good, but I lunged that entire time.
Yeah.
And then when I was doing the magazine covers and bodybuilding, the lunges were my main conditioning the whole time. I just always try to push myself, man, and try new things. And I mean, even with this, like, I've never done it on a regular basis and had real protocols. And so I'm excited to say, like, to have you be like, gee, I would do 4 days a week at this and this temperature, and like for me to like put this into my world, you know what I mean? I'm excited about it, man. Tyler is my main operations guy on the whole thing, so Tyler helped me like GC this whole situation. So
labor of love, huh?
From day one, man, he helped me.
You could tell that you love, like, you could see it in your face. You're like, hell
dude,
because
we was in the thick of it a couple times, boy.
Yeah. I want to hear more about like your coal miner roots.
Yeah.
Give me the scoop. You said you're a fourth generation coal miner.
Yeah, so great grandfather and my great uncle Isaiah died in a coal mine explosion in 1935.
Wow.
And he was already teaching my grandfather how to lift weights when he was 9 years old. And then my granddad, my dad, my stepdad, all of them mined at one point in time. And so my grandfather started teaching me how to lift weights when I was like 12. And I just instantly loved it. And so I realized, I was like, okay, this is something everyone did as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But then my stepdad, Randy, said, right when I graduated high school, he said, I know you want to, aspire to be a trainer or whatever. You need money to get out of here. He's like, they're hiring college help. They'll let you work physically as much as you can.
Wow.
And so it's $14 an hour, $21 overtime.
At that time too, that was phenomenal
money. So I'm looking at like, you're telling me, can I work 16 a day? I'm just trying to get the fuck out, right? He said, dude, as long as you're awake and you're there working, they'll pay you. This is before direct deposit, Pete. So I'm working so much and making so much money for that time frame. I've got like 8 or 10 paychecks on my desk because I'm not even out of the mine when the bank's open. Because I'm working so much. I'm just taking them to my mom's house. I'm lifting when I'm above ground, and I'm just there. But I was so focused on giving myself a chance at this life. Look what I would have left on the table.
Yeah. See, I'm a novice. This is good. I'm learning from the best.
Right now you've got a really good handle on, you got your family life because your kids, you said are what, 15, 18, 21?
Yep.
Around that?
Yeah, good remembering.
You've got Max Effort, which is in a profitable, good state. You got your gym, you got this, you got events going on.
The training app.
The training app.
Yep.
Are you like in a spot right now where like most people from the outside would say like, man, I'm content with this. Let's just nurture it. But knowing like how big vision you are, I'm sure you always have like that what's next mentality. I'm curious if there's something else
I think that I've been really pulled to like coach other entrepreneurs. Like I never bought into early when everybody was masterminding everything. Like I don't even like use terms like that. Although I studied Carnegie, like that's like one of the main people I studied. And he talked about how that principle is obviously like real. But I didn't do like that money grab like when people were doing that all the time, but it's naturally happened.
Right.
So I coach like 10 people one-on-one and then I have a small group. I don't really advertise it a bunch, but I'm kind of pulled to do that.
Right.
And you just lived in my infrastructure. I'm just trying to take part in it now.
Yeah.
And just like incrementally grow it with the right people. Right. So it's like I can like I know most of the customers' names when I see them on the packages, even though it's thousands of people, but they've been supporting me for so long. So I want to add quality people over time and just incrementally build it. Dude, I already chased trying to be a $500 million once.
Right.
You know what I mean? I already lived that life and 100 million, whatever, and it didn't really end the way I wanted it to. So I said, I'm gonna shift and build it this way, this time. And so like I spent all these years building what you got to take part of today. I ain't running from it. I'm just trying to take part in it a little bit more. I got to work with the goats. I got to live my dream. It was pre-internet, in the coal mine, internet, top the world, every 60,000 doors.
Right.
Going to Arnold's house for Christmas. I mean, like, so it worked.
Right.
And so I just feel like I owe it to other entrepreneurs to be like, yo, this shit can really happen.
You could build a really successful business and still have these other aspects of your life dialed in. It just takes discipline, consistency, and you have to be around the right people, because like the reality is like you can't build, like you said, like a $500 million brand, a $100 million plus revenue generating company without a great team. And also like how small a percentage of people can make their business get that large, but it's also, I wouldn't say a roll of the dice, but it's hard to nurture a business that big.
I've inspired my kids. I always look at like, I was starving because of how I grew up.
Right.
They're going to be supported, but I still want them to be hungry. It's impossible for them to be like me because they didn't grow up that way.
Right.
But they can still be hungry for what they want, and I wanted to provide that. So now I'm like, with the lifestyle of being out at the island, adding a piece of that to it. So it's like now I'm trying to chase it because I've never taken drugs. I'm like, I need to add this extra thing that I think can contribute to some of the hormones. And so yeah, that's when I was like really, and I wanted to create another kind of like thing to do when I go out there. So that's when I reached out. I was like, I think it's time for me to kind of add this for real to what I do.
Yeah. If you were to give a piece of advice to your younger self, like your 20-year-old younger self, if you had one piece of advice to give them, what would it be?
Oh, it's similar to what I said earlier. It's like, it is such a long road, and there's so much uncertainty that I would just tell myself it's all worth it. Yeah. That's it. That if you told me it's 25 years, man, it's 27 years, but if you didn't try these things, you'd be leaving all of what you experienced on the table today.
Right.
And it could have been more, it could have been less. But it's like, if I just stay comfortable, don't take the chances, don't believe in myself, honestly, don't create a discipline in my life that I feel like is like pretty strong by most standards. And at this point, it's so normal to me that I'm so insulated around a group of people that support it, that when I get outside of it, I go, oh wow, this is very uncommon.
And you got the entrepreneurial disease, you know what I mean, man?
Oh
like,
yeah.
It's a disease. I
it's definitely a disease.
You know, like it's friends, you know? I've always viewed work as, I want to work till the day I die. Does that mean I want to work 40, 50-hour weeks?
Yeah, of course.
Till the day I die? No, man, but like, I want to be purposeful, be a Swiss Army knife for people, and like you said, be able to, you know, impact the next generation of entrepreneurs too.
I'm sure.
But you built a great life, man.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun to share it with you today, and just like to add to it with the brand, to bring SISU down here and now add to this like infrastructure and the people that come and take part in this on a regular basis. It's pretty sick. I was sending like, you know, text messages to my high school group, to like my family, showing pictures of it, and so like making everybody aware of it. It's like, it's a really cool add to what I think is like kind of like a mini oasis for me. So cool.
It's been a privilege.
It was amazing, bro.
It's been a privilege.
Appreciate you, man. Oh yeah.